Chris Dritt here. We're going to build an online course site. We're going to use Webflow and MemberStack only. No Integromat, no Zapier. We'll have memberships, we'll hide content, we'll store member-specific information in the member.json object, their own internal data store, using their front-end API. Let's check this out. We're at the site. This is the course landing page. You can see I'm not logged in. I need to enroll, so let's quickly sign up Bob. He's going to pay $49 a month. And immediately you'll land into a static page on Webflow listing everything out of your CMS collection. And these are all of the lessons. If we take a quick look over at the CMS editor, you can see here are all the lessons. We've got videos, we've got rich content. Let's go back in and check out one of these. Here's the video. Here's some rich text content. Add whatever you like. It's hidden and gated behind MemberStack. Now, one of the key features here of any course site is when you've completed one of the lessons, you want to tag it as completed so you know where you've left off. We'll do that here, and you can see once I clicked mark as completed, we're back on the course listing page, and we've got a new indicator here saying that, hey, I've finished the first lesson, but lessons 2 through 8 are still not finished. So let's go into lesson 2. I watch the video, I read through the course material, I mark it as completed again. We go back to the course listing page, and it updates for this specific member which lessons I have or have not completed. How does it do that? Well, we use the front-end API in MemberStack to add the URL of all of their completed lessons. And we store that up in the member.json object. And you can see that the 2 URLs that we've tagged as completed are stored up here under this completed entry. So set up the CMS collection is the last one we did. We can see that that is this URL, set up the CMS collection. Now we've gone through this and we can say that, okay, you know, this first lesson, it was really detailed. I don't think I fully understood exactly everything that was going on. So let's go back into it and say, I want to review this lesson in the future by marking it as incomplete. So what we did just there is we shot up a message to the MemberStack's JSON object through the front-end API, and we removed that URL from this completed array of URLs. And we'll notice now that that's fully represented here by a gray checkbox saying the lesson is incomplete. We go back in, we can mark it as completed again, and there we go. It's back up in the MemberStack data store. Now let's sign out and sign up as a different user. We'll see that Jane doesn't have any lessons marked as completed. So we'll come on back into MemberStack. We'll see Jane, and we'll look at the data store, which is the member.json object, and we'll see that there's nothing in there because that's the initial state. Jane has not gone through any of the lessons and she has not completed any of them. We can see Bob's state still represents 2 completed lessons. So if we log out of here and we go back into Bob's account, we can clearly see that Bob has his state saved. So let's go sign out again. We'll go log in. We'll go back into Jane's account, and none of the lessons are completed. Jane went in and skipped ahead to the end, and she completed her very last lesson. Go back into Jane's account. We can clearly see that turn on, integrate, and launch the live site. Turn on, integrate, and launch the live site is actually selected as completed.